In this chapter, we're going to take a look at the pad in Myriad. And now the pad you can access by going to the View menu and Display Pad. The pad can help you in various ways. It offers some basic automation, also enables you to play a set of cards from just one card player. You can also use it to make up some quick and dirty promos and sweepers as well. You can also use it to play the hooks that you set for each song as well. So we're going to take a look at that. So then we've got our empty pad here, and what you need to do to create a pad run is simply just drag and drop. So we could drag in a little sweeper there, just left click and drag over into the window, over to some music and highlight those and drag in a couple of songs. And down here we can see the total duration of the pad run at 9 minutes 50. And what we can also do is we can use instant track to automatically fill the rest of the hour. Say we're after an hour worth of music and jingles. We can click on there, instant track settings. We can say that we want a sweeper every 2 items. Avoid picking a item from the same artist within 15 items. We can also decide here how we want things to run. We can click on OK, and it will go off and fill up the rest of our playlist here. And we've now got 1 hour, 9 minutes and 53 worth of music in our pad run. We can see here the colours that they've been set on the audio wall. So now we've got our pad run. Let me just go over these buttons up the top here. This one here clears the pad, enables you to start again. You can also load a pre-saved pad into the list too. This is where you save the pad list. Over here you can export the whole of the pad run as one piece of audio, which we'll do in a second here. The details, this displays either the card numbers or just removes them and enables you to see more of the title and artist information. And here you can click on that and that will remove any of the timings of the songs. So they're the buttons along the top. Along the bottom here we've got pause, and what pause does, if we scroll down to the bottom of the playlist here, we can add a few pauses, and this basically allows you to do some pretty basic automation and live assist capabilities for the pad. So after it's played that song there, it will stop, pause and wait for us to hit play again before it moves on and plays the dry sweeper. So they're the pauses that you can add. This one here adds a range of items to the pad. You can say I want items ranging between 3001 and 3020, and I want 5 of those between that range, and it will just go off and pick randomly 5 songs between that range of 3001 to 3020. This enables you to shuffle the items in the pad. Just keep on clicking it until you feel that you've shuffled enough. So that just shuffles whatever items you've got. This enables you to send whatever list there you have down to a player, and this enables you to send the list to a scheduled log. And then again, we've clicked on this one before, using instant track to fill the pad. So once we have got our list here, if we did want to move things up and down, it's just a matter of left click and drag. You can see a very small little black dotted line that shows you where, if you were to release the mouse button, where the audio is going to be placed that you've been moving around. If you didn't want this track at all, you can double click on it and it removes it. You can see the timing here has gone down. So if we wanted to get the list to under an hour, then we can just keep on removing songs until we're happy. Now at 56:50. So let's take a look at some of those features down the bottom that we've just gone through, and we're going to send this whole list to a scheduled log. So if we just go to our log window here, and we want to fill up the 12 o'clock hour on this particular show here, so we just click on there, and it asks us what date and what time, and we want that to be 12 o'clock. And then at the moment we have no log. When we hit on OK, it then goes through and it copies across. You can see here dry sweeper, mix sweeper, pause, and then Kelly Clarkson and Commodores and Durand as well. And you can see here the pause that we had has put a red block at the end, meaning that it will stop and wait for us to fire off the next item. So we filled that list there with 56 minutes and 50 seconds worth of audio, which is what it says down here. So that's a way of having your pad run and then export it to the scheduled log. Now, if we just, I'm just going to clear off this pad here. I'm going to go back to the audio wall, and I'm just going to drag a couple of songs over here, and I know what the cart numbers are, so we can again do our jump. I want that to start off with. I then want cart number 3138. Drag that across. And then we want cart number 2. And then finally we'll go for cart number 3137. And we'll actually do 15 at the end as well. So we've used our jump here, and we've now got a short little pad. And what we could do, we could send that whole list to a player, and so that just queues all of the items up with their extra points in as well. And you can see that the whole pad run here, 6 minutes 48, so that will just come out of one fader on your mixer desk, but it will mix together all of these items for you. They'll just be played back to back. There's no pause available in here. And what you can also do up here is we could export that whole pad run as one piece of audio. So clicking on that, it then asks us to select which cart we want the exported audio to go to. We'll say number 18, that one's empty at the moment. And then it goes off, fills this progress bar in, and once it's done that, that's squashing all the audio down onto one cart. It's been exported to number 18. Would you like to hear it? No, but what we will do is we'll jump to it. Number 18. Oh, no, that's 198. Number 18. And you can see here, created by P Squared on the 1st of October and 6 minutes 48. So then we can play it all from here. And that enables you to make up a nice little piece of audio. You could, in fact, make up a whole show. You could stick some pre-recorded voice tracks in there, make up one whole show that went onto one cart if you wanted to. So these are various options for using the whole piece of audio. But what if you want to just use the hooks that you've set for these songs here? Well, down here you've got hooks and loop. So if you just had a couple of items in there, or even just one, you could loop that over and over and over again. You can also go down to here and click on hooks, and then you'll see the time changes down there. We've only got 29 seconds now, because these hooks are 8 seconds and 10 with the little promos in between. So we could just play that just by clicking on play, and it will play each one from a different cart machine.
In the next 30 minutes, in the next 30 minutes, you'll hear Hot FM. This is Hot FM, radio 24/7.
So that enables you to play it through, play just the hooks, and we could, if we wanted to, send just that list with the hooks just to one player, and then we haven't got the hassle of making sure that we've got all the other faders open. We can also see that a total duration of that whole mix, and that will make up a nice little promo for us, a little tease ahead to some of the tracks that we've got coming up in the next 30 minutes of the program. So hooks, very useful indeed, enables you just to basically be a hook player there. And we could also, of course, export that as one cart and drag that into our log just like we did with these songs here. So that is the pad, a simple way of adding automation with the pauses, and just hit play to start and stop the pad running off. Or you can use it to play hooks, export a whole show onto one cart. It really is quite a powerful tool, the pad, and well worth exploring.